Welcome back, friends, to our Smartsheet Intermediate training. We're here with our friend Ashley and learning about all things Smartsheet. One of the things that Smartsheet can do is handle the topic of forms. So let's have a quick recap on all that we've learned so far. We've really gone into the sheet itself and taken a look at the grid view, the calendar view, the card view, the Gantt view. We've gone over all that stuff with Ashley. We've also seen that this is a good way of you working a Kanban board with all the different swim lanes, right? But now we're going into the topic of forms. So key capabilities, it says standardize and streamline the collection of data from anyone and take action on it. Customize field properties, use conditional logic, use custom branding and colors, access via mobile app, which sounds really cool, and share via email. So actually, what exactly can Smartsheet do for us if we're using forms? Because everyone talks about SurveyMonkey and other tools. What does Smartsheet do, either the same or different?
That SurveyMonkey and Smartsheet kind of have a lot in common. But I like Smartsheet's forms because of all of the hyper organization of it. Every intake from that form gets, logged. And you can do anything with that information. You can have Smartsheet automatically move it to a specific sheet once the intake has come in based on just one word,
Mhm.
approved, and it moves it to the approved sheet. It alerts somebody. I mean, with SurveyMonkey, yes, you're getting surveys, you're getting forms, but is it, Smartsheet? No. Um, I also like the streamline of making a form. It's so easy. The user interface lays it all out in front of you and just, lets you add, drop, format,
Hmm.
pull information, do whatever you want with it, really.
It sounds interesting. Why don't you show us, Ashley? Take it away and tell our friends what it can do and show, because the proof of the pudding is in the doing. Let's see.
It is. So I have a very basic grid right now,
Hmm.
but using this button up here, we can create a form. And basically, there we go. It's got my company logo on it, but to change that, all you do is push the change button and you can pick from any picture. You can change any of the names here. So project intake form
Hmm.
and all new projects. And as you can see, and then we can format you know, the
Hmm.
font, all of the different areas of this form to look the way we want it to look.
Hmm.
You can change the color in the background back here just by
Wow.
tapping a button and selecting a color. And look at all the colors. I mean, you basically have every color you could want. You can also select an image to go in the background. So if you have a company
Hmm.
logo or anything like that that you want displayed across the background, you can
Okay.
totally do that too.
Cool.
Each of these fields came from the grid that we started with. As you can see,
Ah.
name, email, all it's doing is taking that grid and, putting it onto a form. Now,
Wow.
I don't want the end date on
Okay.
here, so I'm just going to remove it and swap it over there. And this field
Ah.
will not be automatically filled by the form.
Okay.
The label, you can change what this says here. So, and then help text.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's so user friendly, right? I mean, there you go.
Nice.
And then from there, you know, the different column types we have, because there's so many, right?
Hmm.
You have a choice on each field. Do you want it to be a required field, a hidden field? You don't want anybody messing with it. You can hide it and it doesn't show up,
Wow.
you know? Um, you can display the drop downs as the drop down, or
Hmm.
we can
Wow.
display it in a more, fancy way,
Mhm.
maybe more pleasing to the eye. You can choose to have a default in each field. So a default value, say, I don't want it starting anytime past this day or before this date. There we go. It's automatically filled and they can change it, like I said, we can definitely, do so much more with Smartsheet forms than we did before. I don't want this here, so I'm going to put it over there.
That is crazy,
And
actually. Can we go back to grid if we wanted to for any reason? Or is it like once you get into the form, you can't go back?
oh no, we can definitely. So once you've saved, this form lives in the sheet, the grid. So we just save our form here. And then now we have a form connected to this practice sheet that we've been on.
Gotcha.
And all of our entries will reside here. So
Wow.
at any time, we can click Manage Forms,
Huh.
Open Form,
Wow.
and let's just and there we go. We've captured your response. Now, the thing I also love about these forms is if you go into the settings here, you can choose how to have the display when the form is opened.
Okay.
You can require them to have access to Smartsheet to enter anything into the sheet. You can have CAPTCHA or, prove you're a human. But my favorite thing is you can choose what it says once you've submitted your form. So if you want to display thank you, we appreciate your business, or anything else, you can do that. Now we're going back to the sheet and we're going to refresh this sheet. And there's our new submission.
Wow, that's sick. Wow.
Now these were already filled.
Okay, does it keep the integrity of what was filled, or can it be modified if need be? I mean, it only the user can modify, only the owner, I guess, can modify it. But if you were to change an entry, probably will it let you do that?
As an admin right now, anybody with editor access technically
Gotcha.
can change the information on in this row.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. That makes sense.
But the best part is the people, say the person that filled out the form does not have a Smartsheet account. They can still submit the form. They cannot edit it after.
Gotcha.
But, any of us that work in the Smartsheet, we can say, oh, she's not a manager, she's office staff, and put it there.
Okay.
Which is great. We can do anything in Smartsheet basically. And you can have all of your information live in kind of a little area, that makes it so much easier to view. And if you don't like it in the grid view, switch it up. You'll still see the entries from the form, but you'll now see them in a different way.
Okay.
Just keep in mind with Gaunt view and card view, there's limitations or really things that have to be met before it'll show it. So, drop downs or to dates. But yes, you can see we had a new entry come in card view.
Wow. So this could be used for like task intake for people to submit tasks to be done and stuff like that. Wow.
Yeah, we used forms a lot at one of my other companies for new client projects. Whenever they would have a project that came in, it would get submitted, and then any attachments. That's the other thing about forms that I love is, like I said, you're looking at having all of this capability. If you want your clients to be able to upload information to you, you can just stick this file upload down here. And then when they go and they edit the task, it will allow them to attach documents, allow them to attach their certifications or, anything else. Now we're looking at it and they have this little file upload to be able to give us information that we might need to make their experience a little better.
Wow. That is so nifty. Truly
really
impressive.
Amazing.
So can you walk us through one more time? So you've got it. Once you've gotten the form, you just hit share form and that's it.
Share form. Yeah, you can choose to email the form. So
Okay.
if you have somebody that's not a part of SmartSheet and you want them to get the form, you can choose to CC yourself, put a message in there, hey, fill out this form, and they can do it. You can add a
Hmm.
link. This is great for dashboards.
Wow.
Putting this on a dashboard and they just click it and it opens the form and they fill it out and they're done. They go on with the rest of their day. And then the newest thing is embed into the sheet itself. So if you have a dashboard and you want them to just fill out the form on the dashboard,
Hmm.
they can do that. And
Hmm.
you choose how big or small, and you just put the code in the dashboard for the web form, and it'll show it to them there, and they can fill it out on a dashboard or portal.
Wow. This is a game changer. I don't know that Google Sheets can do this as expediently, you know.
I don't think so.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so I guess it's very clear. No more need for the other options without mentioning names specifically. All you need to do is do it all in Smartsheet. Yeah, why get another subscription for another tool when Smartsheet can do that for you?
And the integrations and the abilities you get with it. If I wanted to, I could put a column in here that had an auto modification date, the date it was submitted, and it just fills it for me. Auto number. We can have it give us a number that says, project intake and the starting number,
Hmm.
3 numeral places. And then when we save it, now we've got a number that matches to every
Ah,
ticket that comes in,
nice. Yeah. Wow.
and then we haven't even delved into the automation and all of the different tools that Smartsheet integrates with, Slack, Microsoft Teams. I mean, the world is your oyster at that point.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Wow. It doesn't stop getting more and more interesting. Very, very compelling case for Smartsheet. And for our friends who are watching, you just learned another capability of Smartsheet. You learned the form, and we're going to be back with more information about Smartsheet in our next video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you got any questions, just put them in the comments below.